I'm sure the ankle's broken. Let's get him an x-ray stat.
I mean, get him in line for x-ray stat at the mob.
Well, whatever, yeah.
You telling me I broke my ankle shoveling snow?
Yeah, looks like that.
My boss will never believe it.
I'll tell you what, I'll write him a note, all right? Come on. You're very well.
Dr. Steven, suddenly here with this truck. I tried to stop.
Don't worry, you're going to be okay now.
There's a school bus off the road near the stadium, full of kids. Any injuries? No, we're just heading out there. They'll radio in as soon as we know.
Well, we're going to be here. All right, I'm going to prescribe this. Take it to your pharmacy. Miss Viney will explain to you how to apply it.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome very much.
I'm sorry, but he
Steve, there's a school bus of kids coming in here right now.
Well, the highway patrol just called. They had no injuries on that bus, but there's been a snow slide off Back Mountain, right across the interstate.
What?
Any cars hit?
Well, I don't know yet, but we can expect some exposure victims. That highway's going to be closed for about 10 hours.
Good, we've been just getting bored standing around the emergency room with nothing to do, right?
Who won?
Patrick, I have a man over here who thinks he's having a heart attack.
All right, room 3 on the double.
I was going to ask what's going on down here, but I can see for myself.
I have 2 more nurses coming in full shift, and I have held Angelo for half a day.
Yeah, now let's see. We have hypothermia and frostbite and broken sprained bones and car crashes, and now the snow has tied up half of the staff, so they can't get here to help.
I guess that's what's happened to Simone and Tom.
I hope there's some fresh powder today. Oh, that can't all be snow. No, it must have fallen off the roof. Solid ice. I don't believe this. Simone, we're totally snowed in.
Yes, I hope you're the right person. I've been put on hold by everybody in this relief organization. I'm trying to get word to somebody who's in training there. His name is Jake Meyer. Yes, could you tell him his wife is trying to get a hold of him? Could you have him call her, please? Yeah, he has the number. Thank you very much.
Did they say they'd contact him?
Well, I hope so. I mean, nobody there knew English as their first language, so... What's that?
Oh, Ruby. Oh, Ruby, are you all right?
Oh, I was fine until that truck dumped 2 feet of snow all over me and all over your front doorstep.
Why did you just leave when it was still snowing so hard?
Because Terry called me about you.
Yeah, when was the last time you had a meal?
Honey, I suppose the last time I was hungry.
And when was the last time you got some sleep?
How can I sleep when my husband is running off to the jungle like something out of Joseph Conrad? I don't know when he's leaving. I don't know where he's going. I don't know why he's not calling me.
Honey, he probably can't get through because of the storm.
Well, I got through to New York from here, so...
I don't think he's going to call. I think he's already shipped off for Uruguay. Hello? Yes, this is Bobbie Meyer. Yes, he mentioned your name. Mm-hmm. 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 No, he already has the message that I want him to have. Thank you for calling.
Who is that?
It was Mel Johnson, Jake's friend from his long-haired peace marching days, the one who convinced him to go run off and try to save the world.
But is Jake there?
Yes, he's there, and he went into a training program. He's training for 12 or 14 hours a day to get him up to speed for leaving the country. And Mel says they're training all over New York, and he just says it's going to be very difficult to get in touch with him.
Well, when do you get to talk to him?
Whenever Mel can track him down, as if Jake doesn't know I want to talk to him.
Oh, you do this to me.
Of course, it's my fault. It's all my fault.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about?
Well, if I hadn't gone off to Miami like that, Jake took that as a sign that I didn't trust him, and to him that meant that I didn't love him.
He knows better. Now, honey, his feelings are hurt.
His
That's all.
feelings? What about my feelings? I didn't take off for Uruguay for 2 years. I went down to Florida for a couple of weeks to get a kid away from a pimp.
You're just exhausted. Oh, why don't you get some rest?
What about you? You were up with me the whole night.
Well,
Both of you. If you don't get some sleep, you're going to collapse.
just kidding with 4 gallons of coffee. I think I'm going to go shovel the steps again.
Shovel's by the door.
Thank you.
Now, honey, who said it was going to be 2 years?
Well, Jake did when he started talking about this. Who knows? He probably signed up for life by now.
Was that the phone guy for me? Hello, Ruby.
Well, Scotty.
What phone guy?
The telephone company was going to come out and install my phone today.
Are you kidding? Take a look outside. You'll be lucky if you can get a dial tone.
Yeah, I know, Ruby, but I was hoping they were going to come anyways because I'm getting kind of tired of freeloading off of Bobbie and Jake.
Will you stop worrying about trivia?
Okay, then do me one more favor. Let me use the phone so I can call the phone company.
Be my guest.
No way. That phone stays open for Jake to get through.
What's the matter? Where is he?
None of your business. Not that that's ever stopped you.
Ruby, please. Jake is in New York. He signed up with an international relief organization. We're trying to track him down, but he did say he was busy calling.
Oh, okay. Well, no big deal. My call can wait. Sorry.
Oh, my hands are about to fall off. I got about half the steps done.
Terry, why didn't you tell me? I would have helped.
Would you? Well, it's real nice of you.
Sure. Let me just go upstairs and get my coat and some gloves, and I'll help you out, okay?
Thank you.
Who's he bucking to be, Sir Galahad?
Oh, come on, Ruby. He's trying to be nice. Is that a crime?
The last time he tried to help us out, I hope you'll remember. I mean, he trashed us both filthily, and I will never forget it.
Well, I gotta say something. I don't like the way he's always popping around corners, you know, snooping around like you gotta watch what you have to say.
I think you were both being very unforgiving, and I'd really rather talk about this after I hear from Jake.
You're right. We'll cool it.
Okay.
Hello?
Bobbie, is that you? It's Jessie.
Yeah, Jesse. Hi. What's going on?
You wouldn't believe the madhouse down here. We're swamped with injuries from the storm, and half the staff can't get in.
I see. And you would like me to come in and work a shift or two?
That's wonderful. Audrey said we could count on you, and I can't thank you enough.
Okay. I'll come down.
No, you won't.
I'll be right there. Ruby, what do you want me to do? I'm a nurse. Terry?
I'll cover for you, don't worry.
Will you at least eat something?
I'll get something from the cafeteria.
Oh, yeah, sure you will. You know something? I'm going to go back where people need me and want to eat at the diner.
I'll walk with you.
Okay.
I'll get it. Hello? Yeah, he's here. It's for Scotty. I'll go get him. Hey, the phone's for you. Now, you got it.
Hello? Yeah, this is him. Oh, well, I'm not surprised that you can't make it today. Okay, you'll be here tomorrow? Morning or afternoon? You guys never know that. Okay, fine. See you later.
Right there.
That's the phone company. They can't make it today. They'll be here tomorrow. So I can sweep the entire sidewalk so that Jake won't be worried about a liability that he doesn't need.
Some Boy Scout.
Ruby, I think he's beginning to realize how much he lost in trust and friends last time he was here in Port Charles. And he's acting a lot like the young law student that I knew years ago.
Well, I missed all that good part.
You know what they say about skunks? The only time you can trust them is when they're a fur coat.
You two... Hello? Yeah. Jake Meyer can usually be reached at this number, but he's not on leave of absence. Yeah, Mr. Cleveland. He's referring all of his business to McNelly and Traum. And you have the number? Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Bobbie.
Well, that was fast.
These gloves aren't gonna work. Does Jake have any heavier things around?
He has some down mittens. They're real heavy. They're in the closet.
Oh, good. Great. I'll use those then.
Well, I gotta go.
Me too. See you later.
Okay.
I could be snowed in more often.
Yeah. Doesn't make you claustrophobic?
Well, us old mountain men call it cabin fever. Usually hits real hard come March or April.
Mm-hmm. Well, just cut it out, Daniel Boone, and check the phone, see if it's working yet.
All right. Ooh. Dead. Oh,
National Weather
radio
Service
works.
reports snow accumulations of over 26 inches in northern suburbs, almost matching the record-breaking snows of 1983. And it's still coming down, folks, if you've looked out lately.
Well, I told you we're better off where we are, huh?
State Highway Patrol both have issued
I just wish we could get in touch with their friends back home. I mean, I think they're worried about us by now.
Simone, we have power, we have plenty of propane gas to cook with, we're doing just fine.
Yeah, but what about the firewood and the water?
We've got a word from
There's plenty to last today. The storm can't last forever, come on.
And the food?
We brought tons of it, look.
Local hospitals
Yeah, but still.
accidents and heart attacks. You're over 50. Let the kids shovel the walks and you build the
You're
snow.
scared, huh?
Skiers get another
Not if
day
I don't
of it
let
they can
myself
get to
be.
the slopes.
Look, there's nothing to be scared about. The village is 2 miles from here, downhill. If we run out of food, all we have to do is dig a tunnel and ski home.
What's that?
Probably just some snow on the roof, you know, kind of makes the timbers groan a little, that's all.
There's that much snow up there?
Well, I'd say a couple tons. But, you know, this cabin is built, you know, it was built 50 years ago. It's built real well.
Tom, do you know the roof could fall in?
Sorry we're late, but the snow made the streets almost impassable. Both of us almost got blocked in several times.
You came in separate cars?
Yes. I would have called sooner, except that the phone at the mansion had stopped working.
Coffee?
Look, as pleasant as this is, we didn't come here to have a cup of coffee, okay?
Yes, why are we here?
Okay. Business. Autumn Clayton has asked me to represent her in a certain financial matter.
Autumn? What do you have to do with her?
Herbert Quartermaine had 2 financial advisors in his last days, Sean Donnelly briefly and myself. I'm the one who guided the famous investment race which catapulted the Quartermaine fortune into the billion-dollar class.
Excuse me, my father did all that.
Be that as it may, Autumn has asked me to settle certain matters with the 2 remaining sides of the Quartermaine family.
What are you talking about, settle? Herbert took us to the cleaners and then died. He might just as well have taken the money with him.
I'm listening.
Read this. It should explain everything quite thoroughly.
I don't believe this.
Neither do I.
Is this true, what we're reading here?
Autumn is going to give me $50 million?
She's giving each of you $50 million.
What's the catch?
None. She knows that Herbert intended you to have it. He simply died before he had a chance to arrange it.
You know what? This is not fair. I don't think that Autumn thought this through. You see, she's giving what's-his-name over here $50 million, and then my father and I are going to have to split the $50 million.
Greedy to the rotten last, aren't you, Alan? $50 million is all you and your father put into the bet in the first place. You're breaking even. I'm losing a lot more because the entire rest of the fortune should have gone to me.
Listen, there would be any entire fortune if it wasn't for me and my father pushing her.
All right, hold it. You haven't read the entire document. Check section 12. You have to agree to accept this money without challenge or exception. You may not sue Autumn Clayton or any of her heirs ever for any further portion of the money Herbert left her. You may not quarrel with each other over distribution. Otherwise, this money's going to charity, guys.
Charity?
You remember Herbert's fascination with cryogenics, the preservation of human remains? Well, Herbert had already donated quite a lot of money to the group that's studying how to keep human bodies until medical science can cure them. My instructions are to give them a call with the good news if you two can agree.
You wouldn't.
In a split second.